Hi, besties. Welcome back to the Bestie Talk podcast. I'm your host, Kianna Jit, and today we are going to be talking about all things anger. Anger. Honey, let me tell you guys, when I was honestly from a fucking infant to probably my early, 22, 23, maybe even 24, I was angry. I still have anger in me, but I was an angry soul. I was angry at the world. I was angry at every single buddy. And I truly dealt with so much anger that it consumed me as a whole individual. And I see anger consumes so many people on an everyday basis, and I wanted to make today's episode to teach you guys and to open your guys' eyes a little bit to see that maybe you might be living with so much anger in your heart and it might be consuming your everyday life, and how to transform it. Because yeah, we can identify and we can see that we have anger in our soul and oh my god, we're so angry, but okay, what am I supposed to do with it? How do I get rid of it? And should I be getting rid of it? We're going to talk about all of that today. I'm going to teach you guys how to transform your anger into power, how you're going to let go of your anger, and how it's probably silently destroying your life, because that is something about anger. Anger is the silent destroyer. You don't even notice that you're so angry, but you are. So we're going to talk about all of that today in today's episode. So get your pens and papers out, girl. We're going to school. So number one, the first thing that I want to talk about today is how do we even get so motherfucking angry? Because yes, we deal with trauma and things that cause us to be angry souls, right? But I want to talk a little bit about how generational trauma affects us so much, and how anger is something that is passed down through lineage and lineage and lineage. Okay, you more than likely are carrying some form of anger deep inside your soul from your past ancestors. And that's what you need to also address. What were your ancestors so angry about in their lifetimes? And that's also something that you need to heal. Yes, all of your trauma that you've endured in your life and all the anger that it's caused you, we need to deal with that. But we also need to deal with all of the shit that happened before we were even on this earth, honey boo. Okay, so we're talking about two different types of anger. We're talking about anger that you've endured because of trauma that you've faced, and also generational anger. Those are the two that we're going to be talking about today, and I want you to keep that in the back of your mind as you listen to today's episode. So first, we need to figure the fuck out. Are you angry at the world without even noticing? Because a lot of the time, I don't know why, but a lot of people struggle with being okay and accepting the fact that they're angry. It is okay to be angry. I don't know why people don't want to accept the fact that they're angry. It's like you can be like, girl, you're mad. And they're like, no, I'm not. I ain't mad. It's okay to be angry, girl. It's okay. It is okay to be angry. I'd be angry too if I dealt with all the shit that you deal with. It's okay to be angry. So we're going to talk about how you can identify if you are probably really, really angry deep down and you're just not even acknowledging it or accepting it. Okay. So number one, you see the negative in everything, and anything that happens, anything that's talked about, anything. It could literally be, oh my God, we got a new copier in the office today, and you're like, oh fuck, we got a new copier. I'm mad. I'm so mad. I miss the old copy machine. If you're thinking about negative things all the time in every single situation that you come across in your everyday life, you're more than likely really angry, and you have to deal with the anger that's inside of you. Okay. Number two, this is another one that I see a lot. You have zero patience. Zero patience. If it's with your kids, if it's with traffic, if it's with your boss, with your husband, with your friends, you have zero patience. You don't want to explain to nobody nothing. You don't want to have time, try to make time for nothing. You don't want to try for anything. You have zero patience. And any time that your patience is tested, you get absolutely angry and you snap and you fly off the handle. You're more than likely dealing with some anger deep down inside. Number three, you have secluded yourself. People ask you, hey, do you want to go out? People ask you, hey, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, let's do this, let's do that, or let's hang out, or just trying to talk to you, and you have completely secluded yourself. You've locked the door. You don't want to talk to anybody. Anybody that tries to have a conversation with you, you easily get irritated, and that no patience thing we talked about earlier comes out. You have no patience to speak to anybody, especially if they're talking about something that you don't want to face. If they're trying to call you out on something that you don't want to deal with and you don't have no time, you're like, I don't got no time. I don't want to deal with it. You have some anger inside of you, okay? If you are someone that's always like, you don't know where the time went, you don't know what happened in your day, the only thing that you can remember what happened in your day was things that irritated the hell out of you, that tasted your patience and irritated the hell out of you, then you are dealing with some anger deep down inside, honey, because if you are just living on autopilot, you're living on autopilot, you don't know what's going on, and the only time that you wake up from autopilot is to spew the anger that you feel deep inside of you. Now, I don't want you to get all upset and get in your feelings about like, oh my God, holy shit, I am a really angry person, and get really down on yourself. That is not what today's episode's for. I don't want to hear none of you guys. I don't want to see none of you guys. I don't want to feel none of you guys trying to beat down on yourself like, holy shit, maybe I am an angry person, and start to feel bad. No, it's okay to be angry. We're just waking you up right now. And understand that it's going to take some time. It is going to take some time for you to stop being so angry, because it took a lot to make you that angry. Now, I want you guys to understand why does this even matter? Like, why are we even talking about my anger? Why should I give a shit? I want you to understand that when you are living your life with so much anger, you are sabotaging yourself. It doesn't matter if the person that did so much trauma to you, you are just so mad at them, you're so angry at them, you're so angry at the universe, you're so angry at God, you're just angry. Your anger does not affect any of that. It doesn't affect the universe. It doesn't affect God. It doesn't affect the person that hurt you. The only person that your anger is affecting is you. That's the only person. You're the only one that's getting sabotaged, that's getting the roads blocked, that's getting the door closed, that's living life with no joy and no happiness. You. It's not the person who fucking hurt you. So stop thinking that you're protecting yourself, because that's what anger thinks. Anger thinks that it's protecting us from harm. Because anytime that you feel joy or you feel happiness, or you even feel content, anger thinks that that is a attack, because last time you felt joy, happiness, and content, you got hurt. So anger is like, we're going to be angry all the fucking time. We're just going to be angry, because those emotions that happened before caused us this pain to make us so angry. So we're just going to keep being angry. But that is not the case. Okay, it's protecting you from something that hasn't even happened yet. Stop making issues that haven't even happened yet. Stop causing these conflicts that haven't even happened yet. You have become so angry at the world, at the universe, that you are ready to you're on attack mode. You are ready to fight and destroy anybody that tries to harm you. But you have to understand the only person that you're harming is you. You're not harming anybody. You're only harming yourself. And this is why we have to change that. Another thing too is that anger doesn't just manifest itself in how you live your life and how you interact with people. It also manifests in how your body feels. The tension that you feel in your jaw, in your facial expressions, in your neck, in your shoulders, in your hips, all of that aching that you feel in your body, the lack of sleep that you get, the trouble you have trying to sleep, your irregular nervous system, your shallow breathing, your erratic heartbeat, your stomach issues, all of this is because of unresolved anger. You have unresolved anger that needs attention. It needs to be worked on because it needs to go somewhere. You're just trapping it inside of you and you're burying it deeper, 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 deeper. Because that's the thing, is that there can be one thing that caused the anger, that caused you to be so fucking mad at everybody in the goddamn world. But every single day you live with that anger and it builds deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And just because that one thing happened, you are reliving it every single day because you are choosing to still be so damn angry about it. Anger is like mush. Okay. And your mind and your body and your soul are like pipes. I want you to really actually picture this. Okay. Picture pipes and there's just mush and the mush keeps building and it keeps building and it keeps building every single day. It don't stop. It just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. What's going to happen eventually? Those pipes are going to get so clogged that nothing's going to be able to push through them. Absolutely nothing. You have to go in there and manually, actively get that mush out. That's exactly what is happening with your anger. Your anger is building every single day and it's consuming you. It has consumed you completely. And now we have to actively get in there and get it the fuck out. As much as I'm like, anger this, anger that, anger this, anger is not evil. Anger is not evil. Anger is an emotion. Okay. A lot of the time, I asked earlier today on my Instagram, what do you guys need help with when it comes to your anger? And one of the things that I got on there was I need to learn how to stop crying when I am angry. No, you do not need to learn how to stop crying when you are angry. We need to stop thinking that crying equals sadness or crying equals weakness. It does not. Crying is just a reaction to an emotion. That is why we cry when we're happy. We cry when we're grateful. We cry when we're mad, when we're sad. It is a reaction to your emotion. What you need to work on is the emotion, is the anger, acknowledging it, feeling it, and turning it into power, turning it into something positive and not allowing it to consume you. Okay, I want you guys to start looking at your anger like a messenger because that's exactly what it is. Your anger is going to tell you everything you need to know. Your anger is like your own personal instruction manual. Okay, when you get something you got to set up, right? And you get an instruction manual and it says like a blow dryer. Let's look at a blow dryer, for example. And it says, caution, don't put it near water, this and that. Keep it away from children. Do not do this. Do not do that. That's exactly what your anger is. It is your caution label. It is what hurts you, what makes you mad, what upsets you, what is important to you, everything like that. Your anger is going to tell you every single thing you need to know about who you are, about what upsets you, about what is going to be your drive, what's your purpose in this life, everything. Your anger is something that is honestly so fucking beautiful. If people stop looking at it so damn negatively, if we stopped allowing it to be so negative, we could use anger as something more beautiful. You can look at it and figure out what is it your purpose is on this earth. Okay. My anger for so long, I was so angry about not being accepted, not being seen, not being heard, not having a space for me. I was so mad because I didn't fit in anywhere. I didn't fit in with the cool kids. I didn't fit in with the not so cool kids. I didn't fit in anywhere. Nowhere did I fit the perfect fucking mold. So what did I do? I took my anger and I created not only a physical place, but a online community for those that are like me. I created a place where I could be me authentically and I don't have to fucking hide who I am. I don't have to try to fit into a mold and be perfect like everybody else. I could be whoever I am. And I have found people like you and I have found other people that have felt the same exact way. And I've been able to build this amazing, beautiful community that I have. But my anger told me that. I listened to my anger. I listened to why she was so upset, and I did exactly what she was so upset about. So I want you to listen to your anger for a second, just for 1 second, y'all. Listen to her. What does she say? What is she whispering in your ear? What is she so damn mad about? What is she so angry about? And do that thing, build that thing that they are so upset about. Another thing about anger, it is not the people around you's job to figure out your anger and to understand it. It is yours. It is not your friend's responsibility. It is not your husband's responsibility. It is not your parents' responsibility. It is no one else's responsibility besides your own. Maybe your therapist, because she's going to help you out a little bit. But other than that, it is your job to figure out your anger and to understand it and to really acknowledge it. So that way you can then tell other people, hey, this makes me really angry. I don't like it because it triggers this, and this, and this. And it's not nobody else's job to be able to figure that out. We got to take a little bit more accountability in our lives, because it's not my responsibility to figure out why you're so angry with me and why you're so triggered. You should be able to tell me, hey girl, I'm upset because of A, B, and C, because it triggers A, B, and C, and that's just how I am. If you don't like that, then you're more than welcome to walk out of my life, but that's who I am. Perfect. Okay, cool. I can either accept that or decline it and say, I can't deal with that. It's very simple. You guys need to be able to accept your own anger, acknowledge it, and dissect it, and then be able to tell people. And that's how you have good and constructive relationships as adults, okay? One day I'm going to do an episode simply on intention, because intention is so important. Anything that is in this world, if we just go towards it and if we just do it with a good intention, you can change the outlook and you can change the outcome on almost anything. Anything. And that includes anger. So if you go to your anger with intention, and if you come with intention, good intention, you can change the outcome. Now, if you come with bad intention, if you're like, fuck everything and fuck this world and fuck it all, and you're still angry, well, what do you think the outcome is going to be? But if you come with it with intention of like, okay, I can use my anger to set boundaries that I was not able to set before. I can use my anger to give me motivation to do the things that I want. I can use my anger to give me courage, to give me confidence. I can use my anger to help me make the changes that I need to make in my life. You can change your outcome so quickly, literally the snap of a finger, by literally just setting intentions into what you are doing. And that's in anything in your life, even as simple as waking up every single day and being like, I'm going to have a good day regardless of what comes my way today. I am choosing to have a good day. I'm choosing to have a positive day and choosing to look at things from a positive outlook. That's my intention for the day. I'm choosing to look at it from a positive outlook. You would be surprised on how different your day will go, even when there's shitty things that happen in your day and that could easily disrupt that. You have the choice to choose which intention you want to put into that. If you want to be positive or if you want to be negative. So intention, I love intention. It's something that I practice daily, because if I do not, I easily fall into a negative mindset, and my anger can quickly take control over my whole day, over my whole week, my whole damn life. Okay. Because my anger, snap of the finger, girl, I am just like you guys. Don't ever think that I am not. My anger consumed me for the greater part of my life. And that is why I can see it in people, and that's why I can understand it and I can feel it. I get why you're so mad. I get why you're so goddamn angry, because what the fuck? How come you were dealt this hand in life? How come you had to go through all of that trauma? I get it. But if you allow it to consume you and you go on with the intention of allowing it to consume you, that's exactly what it's going to do. Because understand that yes, the trauma happened to you. Yes, that person did all of that to you. But you allowed the trauma to change who you are. And don't think that I am not like that. That hasn't happened to me. I have allowed trauma to change who I was. I have allowed trauma to make me a fucking bitch. I have allowed trauma to make me a negative person, to make me mean, to make me cruel, to make me somebody that I don't even recognize. I have allowed it. So I can take accountability and say, you know what? Yes, they did that to me, but I allowed it to change who I was. So you need to understand that yes, that trauma happened to you, but are you going to allow that trauma to continue to change who you are, to make you a certain way? Or are you going to be authentic to who you are and say fuck you to that trauma and continue to be who you are and not allow it to consume you? All right, y'all. I'm going to give you guys a step by step on how we are going to release our anger and not allow it to consume us anymore. Okay. Number 1, acknowledge it. Acknowledge your anger, y'all. Please acknowledge it. It's okay to be angry. It's okay. It's okay to have an angry day. It's okay to have an angry week, but we got to acknowledge it. Stop trying to push it off and be like, no. That doesn't affect me. That doesn't make me mad. That doesn't hurt my feelings. Please, because the more you act like that, the more you say, it don't hurt me. It don't make me mad. Fuck it. I could care less. The more it's going to affect you, the more it's going to consume you. Please acknowledge your anger. Tell it to a friend. Say it out loud in the mirror. Write it down. Acknowledge your anger. You are angry and it's valid. It is valid, okay? Number 2, I want you guys to do a release ritual. I have a bunch of different ways you can do this. Simple, quick ways and more intentional, thoughtful ways. Okay, so number 1, which is my personal favorite, yelling, screaming, put your face into a pillow if you don't live alone, or if you live alone and you just want to fucking scream, or do it in your car. That's what place I love to do it, especially when I'm driving. Screaming till you are blue in the damn face. It's just yell. I know it might feel a little silly at first. Like you're like, oh my God. No, yell out, fucking like curse the person that fucking hurt you out. Okay, curse them out. I want y'all to do a damn role play and pretend that person is right in front of you and be like, fuck you, da, 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 da. I promise you it helps so much, okay? I promise. Another way, move your body like we talked about earlier in today's episode. Anger manifests in our physical body. Move your body. We hold so much tension in our jaw and our necks and our hips. So do yoga. If you're not a yoga person, simply literally do stretches. Just pull your neck from one side to the other slowly. What do they call them? Around the world? I don't know. Around the world, or just circle your head a little bit, very, very slow so you can feel it. Do simple stretches, go running, work out, go swimming, whatever you got to do to move your body, and set the intention, like I talked about earlier, that I am releasing all of the stored up anger that is in my body as I'm moving my body. Okay. This is like kind of like the first one with the screaming, but I want y'all to write a rage letter. Write everything out. Curse everybody out. Curse their mama out. Curse everybody out. Tell everybody, fuck you. I hate you, blah, 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 blah. And then I want you to either burn it. I want you to flush it down the toilet. I want you to throw it into the ocean. I want you to bury it. Whatever you got to do to get rid of that rage letter, release it. And then my absolute favorite one, the most intentional one of them all in today's episode, is I want you to do a full moon ritual. The full moon is the perfect time to release anything that is no longer serving you. And that anger, honey, it's no longer serving you. So I want you to take a white tear candle. Literally can get them from Amazon or your local crystal shop. And I want you to carve into it, I release all stored up anger that is no longer serving me. And you're going to light it under the full moon. You can pray during this time. You could do a mantra. You can do your rage letter. You could do whatever you feel called to do. You can listen to music. You can meditate. You could do whatever, literally whatever you fucking want. It's really not that difficult. Let the candle burn and it's going to feel so amazing afterwards, okay? We just need to release this anger that we have in our body and our mind and our soul. Number 3, my favorite, journal prompts, okay? I have a couple journal prompts for you guys that's going to help provoke what your anger is trying to tell you, and so you can better analyze it and better move forward with our next step after this. So journal prompts. If my anger could talk, what would it say? Everything. Write it out like it's a script. Literally call in your anger. Anger, I need you to come forward. Tell me everything that I need to know. What are we so angry about? And boom, it'll tell you. Number 2, what drives me nuts throughout the day? Literally something as silly as my neighbor's cat that always fucking comes up to my door. Whatever it is that just absolutely drives you nuts throughout the day, write it down. Number 3, What is my earliest memory of being angry with someone? Who was it? Why and when? And I'm letting y'all know right now, this is going to bring up some inner child trauma, and it's probably going to be your mom or your dad. And it's okay, because honey, mine's my dad. Y'all know. And our last one, if I wasn't so angry, what would I say yes to? Because we all know when we are very angry, we say no to almost anything and everything. We don't want to accept any help. We don't want to go anywhere. We don't want to do anything. We don't believe in ourselves, all of that stuff. So everything that you would say yes to if you weren't so damn angry, what would it be? Make a list, okay? Number 4, I keep saying my favorite to everyone, but my favorite, alchemize it. Okay, like I said earlier in the episode, I was so angry for so long because I didn't have a place to call my own, or I didn't have a place that I felt welcomed or accepted in. So I fucking created it. So I want you guys to do the same thing. What is your anger telling you that it's so upset about? Now do that. Go and change that for others. Go and be that for somebody else. And it's going to heal that part of you. Look at how you can build on from this fire that's inside of you. And it's really going to help heal all of that for you. And that is how you can use your anger and turn it into power and not let it consume you. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you guys can learn so much from today's episode and really take a look at how you're living your life and realize that more than likely anger is consuming you, and we don't need to allow it to consume us anymore, and we can turn it into power. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next week on the next episode of the Bestie Talk Pod. Bye.